in the year 2008, CCD expanded to 595 cafes across 100 cities in India. Not only did it expand across India, it expanded outside India also. Opened 3 in Vienna, that is Austria, 2 in Karachi, and it targeted to expand all 950 cafes in a year from 2018. So this is they wanted to expand to 950 cafes from 2008. Then the next milestone of this CCD in 2010 was its revenue touched something like $45 million. It created jobs for 5,000 employees. In 2010, it owned 1,016 cafes in 135 cities. In 2011, according to the Brand Trust report of 2012, CCD was ranked 125th among India's most trusted brands, and subsequently went up further up as well. In 2013, the same Brand Trust report, Cafe Coffee Day was ranked as 210th among India's most trusted brands. In other words, it came down a little. It received the prestigious Helen Keller Award of 2013, which recognized CCD's contribution towards the improvement of lives of persons with disabilities by encouraging change in recruitment attitude. In other words, CCD was encouraging appointments for physically challenged people also. It gave number of appointments for physically challenged individuals as well. By 2014, the turnover of CCD had registered rupees 25 billion. So, many times one question is asked. What is the question that is asked? How many zeros are there in a million? So, if you look at the number of zeros in a million, it is 6. How many zeros are there in a billion? The number of zeros in a billion is 9. Okay. Sometimes people ask you, do you know how many zeros are there in 1 crore? So the number of zeros in 1 crore is 7. Okay. So in one of the popular debates which was going on the TV on the state of economy in the country, they were the persons who were in the debate. One of them was saying, a person associated with perhaps one of the political outfits, saying that we are targeting $5 trillion as India's economic growth in 2024. So the other person was asking, do you know how many zeros are there in a trillion? So he was saying $5 trillion by 2024. And the other person was saying, do you know how many zeros are there in a trillion? For which this gentleman from this political outfit was not immediately able to give the answer. Okay. So how many zeros are there in a trillion? In a trillion there are 12 zeros. Okay. So if you are targeting an economy of 5 trillion, it is 5 followed by 12 zeros US dollars. Understood? Then 1 US dollar, if you put it approximately at rupees 70, this 5 followed by 12 zeros, 5 trillion, you multiply it again by 70. That will give you the rupees trillion that you can expect. So approximately you can expect this targeting of the Indian economy by the present government by 2024 to be in the region of 350, that is 70 into 5. So 350 trillion rupees, 350 trillion rupees, which is a very tall order, considering that the state of economy is not all that rosy. So we are day in and day out seeing over the channels that this sector is in problem, the other sector is in problem. So all this may be due to the effect of the global economy as well. But to target such a high growth of 5 trillion US dollars, considering the state of economy as it exists today, is also a big challenge. So this is as of 2015, if you look at CCD, March 2015, there were 1530 outlets across 29 states of India. So if you look at the subdivisions of Coffee Day, you had cafe division as CCD, CCD Square, CCD Lounge. What is it that this CCD sells? So this is the logo of this Cafe Coffee Day, which you are seeing on the right side. According to CCD, it sells an experience. So drinking coffee in CCD is an experience. It is a popular hangout spot that offers a wide range of food and hot stroke cold beverage options. So this is the main thing of this cafe division. Typically located in central locations that literally advertise themselves. So you find all these CCD outlets in very popular locations and they don't require a separate advertisement. That location itself is an advertisement for CCD. So even if you look at Bangalore airport, you have the CCD outlet in many of the lounges. So you go to the Plaza Lounge, you have the CCD, you see CCD coffee is being served. So the coffee that you get in the lounge in the Bangalore airport basically comes from CCD. Coffee Day Express. What is this Coffee Day Express? It is a small format convenience coffee that offers hot and cold beverages. So if you don't have that much time to hang out, you have the Coffee Day Express where you can get your coffee quick. And for customers who are on the go, this is the type of coffee that you have in the lounges in the airport. So you don't have a lot of time, but you can get this variety of coffees, whether it is the cappuccino or whether it is the filtered coffee or whichever. So there are 3-4 varieties which they sell, which they offer you in most of these lounges, and it is attended to constantly by a person who serves you these hot coffees. Predominantly located in high footfall areas like malls, railway stations, multiplexes. Now add to that the airports also. So the coffee exports or production, procurement and export, this is called PPE. It is involved in selling various grades of coffee in the domestic and international markets. So this is the arm of this cafe division where it exports this coffee in the form of this green coffee, and this arm is called PPE. There is a vending division. What is this vending division doing? This vending division is basically into installation of vending machines at various client locations. You can request CCD to put a vending machine in your location also. So these type of vending machines are available in many of the software companies as well. So one of the companies which makes use of this in Bangalore, in fact, it had a big outlet of Cafe Coffee Day. It was Infosys. Okay. So this is the vending division provides installation of vending machines at various client locations, then sells consumables for use in the vending machine. There is one more, that is a packaging division. What does this do? It gives you fresh and ground stores. That is, you get fresh packaged coffee powder in the local market. You can get through this CCD only. Fresh coffee powder. You can, these are also coming from basically from the coffee estates in and around Chikmagalur. And it was selling the largest retailer of powdered coffee in India. It was, in fact, if you take the powdered coffee, CCD was selling the largest powdered coffee in India in 2015 itself. I'm recounting to you through all these slides how CCD has grown. If you look at the major chunk of, now the next question is, how do you segment the market for this CCD? That is, what is the target market for this CCD? You are looking at segmentation, you are looking at target positioning in this slide. Who are all the people who are frequenting? Basically, if you look at it, you are having the clientele from above 19 years, below 16 years also, between 16 and 19, between 20 and 24, between 25 and 30, forming the major chunk. So the group between 20 to 30, if you look at that, it accounts for 57% of the overall percentage. So the youth population, they are very fond of visiting the CCD because it is located in a very central place in most of the cities, would like to hang out, spend time in the CCD over a cup of coffee, discussing so many things. The group comprises mainly college-going students and young working professionals. So this is a type of segment which was frequently visiting the CCD. If you look at it, this 25 to 30 age group itself constituting to 28%. Then if you look at the 16 to 19 and 20 to 24, 20 to 24 is contributing to 29%, 16 to 19 contributing to 21%, below 16 also contributing to 13%, and above 19 contributing to 9%. So, in other words, if you look at it, this is as of 2015, this is how you could draw the segmentation with respect to CCD. So, between above 19 and 20 itself contributed to 20%. 20 to 24, you had a 29%, and 16 to 19, you had 21% of people of this percentage segment frequenting CCD. The 25 to 30 group was the highest with 28%.